okay lang ba na mag-take ng multivitamins? I think that's okay naman. But if you're going to add on top of that multivitamin, it's best to always discuss those with your doctor. So if you're going to look at the recommended daily allowances po of the micronutrients for a normal Filipinos, kung titignan nyo po yung mga RDAs ng vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, actually all those vitamins, the amount of vitamins needed po by our body, nakukuha naman po natin yan from the food that we eat, the recommended daily allowances. Unless for some reason you're not able to eat a normal diet, dun lang po makakatulong po ang multivitamins. Okay? Difficult to answer if it's a fact or a myth kasi meron pong certain conditions like, for example, if we're referring to vitamin C, mega doses of vitamin C. If you have a normal functioning kidneys, all the excess vitamin C that you take will just be removed by your kidneys. Ang kailangan lang po ng katawan natin is 60 a day. So, on top of the 60, ilalabas lang po yan ng kidneys natin. Which is okay lang naman po. Even if you take 1,000 milligrams, pag hindi kailangan ng body, ilalabas naman yan ng normal kidneys. Except lang if you have some conditions like if you're a stone former. The higher your vitamin C is, as it passes through the kidneys, the more it can promote stone formation. So depends po depends on your condition. So that's why it's also very important for us to be able to get your history to our physical exam. That's when we can advise kung okay lang ba na mag-take ng multivitamins or we tell you na because of this condition, be careful in taking additional. If it's just the multivitamin preparation, I think that's okay naman po. But if you're going to add on top of that multivitamin, it's best to always discuss those with your doctor. So, hindi ko po masagot kung myth siya or fact kasi depende po Depende po. But if it's a normally functioning kidneys, wala naman pong problema. Lahat po ng hindi kailangan ng body natin, ilalabas po yan ng kidneys natin. Pero minsan naman yung bula ng ihi, it's just because of the pressure. So hindi po lahat ng mabulang ihi ay something na alarming, but it's something that we need to investigate further. So paano po namin tinatanong? So usually, pag umihi po tayo, especially for men, nagkakabula po talaga because of the pressure. But I often ask my patient, pag finlash nyo po yung toilet, di ba, nawawala yung water, tas may babalik na water. So yung bumabalik na water, kung may bula pa rin po ba? Or wala? So pag wala na, most likely it's just because of the pressure. Or another thing that I ask is, ano pong itsura ng bula sa toilet bowl? Para po ba siyang may naglaba? Na-i-imagine nyo po yung batya ng pinaglabhan. Umaapaw po yung foam. So that can be a bit significant. Pero kung yung ilan-ilan lang na bubble dun sa surface ng tubig, so baka gawa lang po ng pressure. So depends on how you will further qualify that bula sa ihi. So kaya tama naman po you report that to your doctors, then we investigate further. And then yun po yung titignan namin sa urinalysis or urine exam result ninyo. The presence of protein, the presence of albumin, kasi yung protein po sa ihi, yun po yung nagpapabula ng ihi. So kunyari, sinabi nyo po may bula po yung ihi nyo, but when we did your urinalysis, negative naman po ang albumin or ang protein. When we try to quantify the amount of albumin or protein, normal naman po. So, most likely, it's just because of the pressure. So, dapat po persistent yung bula doon sa water, doon sa toilet. Frothy, persistent. And then you report that to your doctor so your doctors can further investigate.